just obviously, as we talked about last night, you guys are 17 of the last 18 have been wins. You guys are just playing really good baseball. You know, what to kind of keep this thing going? What's going to take to kind of keep that, stay in that groove that you've been in?
Yeah, I just think stay out of their way. You know, I think when you have a team that's got to kind of figure it out, certainly you got to make a lineup out. But, you know, we talked about chemistry and role playing and where everything is that we've been trying to work at for so long. And I think it's there. You know, I think they have the confidence that they can go out and win every time, and that's from all areas of the game, and be able to deal with some adversity just like we did last night. Stay the course, don't panic, and find a way to get it done. So, real proud of just being able to really watch these guys go out and have fun and compete.
Scott, how did you learn how to do that? Because I'd imagine that's not just leaving the beat, right?
Well, I think, you know, when you're younger, you kind of blow up and you think that you can fix everything, and you know, I think every coach feels like they have the ability to turn things, but you know, as you go through this, your career, you kind of learn there's a lot of things that are out of your control, and there's certain areas that have to be in control with them, and certainly leadership within that locker room is the biggest thing. So I think, you know, you start trying to create that leadership with young guys that you feel like that are going to be those that take you through their career as leaders, and start grooming them for that, and you know, start teaching them how to lead. And then of course the biggest thing is them being able to teach the next guy to do it. And that's what we have, I think, so good in our program right now, is that we've got players that understand how to work with the new guys that are coming in, whether they're traditional guys out of high school or the transfer guys, and how to make them understand how we play here and the expectations that are placed upon us, and the accountability that each of us have for one another.
Think about a guy like Nick Monaster, who already feels like he's been here a while, and he's acting like he's kind of been a part of the group for a while, just his maturity and everything.
Yeah, you know, what a great individual. There's a young man that sat for the majority of the first half of the season up till that Old Dominion, you know, had not had one at bat, had not been in the field. Everything had been just minimal out of the pen with his contributions, but you know, continually worked. You know, I was able to watch. Creel was telling me that, you know, he was really performing well in BP and doing the things that he asked him to do, and was handling it well. So it got to a point where at that position it was time to give him a shot. But, you know, the biggest thing was, to me, is him not moping, not, you know, feeling sorry for himself, or, you know, displaying, you know, anything that could disrupt chemistry, that he's not happy. He just kept working, you know, and he kept waiting for his opportunity, and kept creating that opportunity where he was ready to go and stepped in, and it showed.
How much of a luxury is it to have two catchers that have both been productive at the plate, you know, righty, lefty guys? I mean, you can substitute them in and out. They've both been pretty great for you.
They have, and you know, they were last year too. You know, you look at when Blake went down in the 5th game of the year last year to the broken hamate bone, and Rodrigo had to catch 20 straight baseball games, and he was the only catcher we had outside of Blake. So, you know, every morning we did our prayers that he wouldn't get hurt, because, you know, Sarge was the next guy that was going to have to move in there. And of course, if Sarge catches, I've always been told he can't hit. He doesn't hit well, so, you know, you didn't want to get to that point. So very blessed last year to be able to withstand that time that Blake was away, until he rejoined us there in Charlotte on that weekend. But this year, those guys have complemented each other very well. We've been able to use them different ways. Certainly one throws better than the other, and that enters in a lot in what we do, and how that pitcher holds runners, you know, and kind of guarding against one's maybe lack of arm strength to throw runners out. So, but they both are very serviceable. They complement each other, and they work hard, and they understand their roles when asked upon.